This is the last episode.
Also the Jews.
That was for you and you only.
Yeah.
Can I bring up something weird I saw on the way here?
Sure.
You know bumper stickers?
Heard of it?
You love them, right?
Yeah.
Actually, how do you feel about bumper stickers in general? Do you think they're just dumb, always?
They can be good. Anytime I see like a bumper sticker that supports any political candidate, I laugh. I don't care who the political candidate is. I just think it's funny.
Because it's just weird to brand yourself like that?
Yeah. Like...
Because I saw a very strange one on the way here that I've never seen before.
What was
I couldn't
it?
make out what their other ones said, but I saw one on like the left side of their back window in like cursive pink text, Halosexual.
What does that mean?
And I spent the drive up here trying to go, what the fuck does that mean?
All right, I'm on the internet right now.
And I don't know what is
Urban
it.
Dictionary, halosexual. Here we go.
Is that a real word that people use?
One who plays Halo 2 so much they lose desire for human sex.
That's not what that's on their bumper for. It wasn't like in pink writing. That's not what it's supposed to
That's
be for.
the top definition. Here's number 2. Someone who only thinks, talks, dreams about the video game franchise Halo.
No, but it has to be like about Jesus and angels, right?
All right, well, here are these 2 examples. For the first example, my boyfriend dumped me because he's become halosexual. The second one.
No human has ever said that. Get fucked, Urban Dictionary. That is not true.
Here's the second one. Billy does not like girls or boys. He loves Master Chief. Therefore, he is a halosexual.
Did like a 12-year-old write this? This is not real.
Here's
That
number
is not
3.
what that halosexual
Someone
bumper
that
sticker
has
meant.
been playing Halo and Halo 2 so long that they begin to think that Cortana is hot. 2, me.
Okay, for 1, she is now. And 2, this is not what I was thinking about.
Here's an example. Dude, Cortana is so hot. No, dude, she isn't. Hey, fuck you, man. Doesn't even say the word halosexual in that example.
It's just them arguing and they're right. It is crazy how much more naked they made her look over the course of that series. In like a kind of a creepy way,
I
honestly.
could keep going, but hey,
That is not what halosexual means.
I think
internet.
I'm going to label our podcast as just educational. We've talked about adult films. We've talked about...
I have. You haven't. I have.
Oh, yeah, you did that.
I brought them up.
We talked about different types of sexualities.
Oh, speaking about that, I want to do a little quick moment of silence for someone important. There is a very somewhat vintage but still living meme called Gachimuchi,
I don't even...
which comes from, I believe it comes from 2chan, well not 2chan, but Nico Nico Video, which is essentially like kind of YouTube for Japan. And all it was is people making remix videos with gay pornos from Japan.
Cool.
And they're pretty fantastic, and I love all of them.
Cool.
And one of them who found out about his status and embraced it fully and like had a figure made out of him, and he gave speeches and he loved all of his fans, whether they were into his like adult films or not, just the dumb meme. He loved everybody. He was super cool. He passed away this weekend. My man Aniki, he passed away. Billy Harrington was his name. He died in a car crash, which is fucked up.
That sucks.
Because he was like 48 years old and he was a super cool dude.
Oh, man.
Rest in peace, Aniki. The first living meme that I know of that I gave a shit about that has passed away. The other living meme that died was that Russian dude. Who sang the troll.
Oh, yeah, I remember when that
He
happened.
died like years ago and it was on the radio and it was very strange. But
I'm
rest
trying
in
to-
peace, Aniki, man.
What other... That's the only other one that I can
That
think
I
of.
care about, he passed away. I care about that
That
one.
sucks.
Because he was a cool dude.
Oh.
He embraced the meme fully and he laughed with us. He was a cool dude.
All right, well,
But rest in peace, Billy. I love you very much.
yeah. Thank you, memes.
Yeah. Memes are good. It made his life better and it made my life better.
Yes.
And he was cool with them.
And thus begun the meme war of life. I don't know.
Of 2014 onward, where they all kind of either were too fast or too hard to understand or just terrible.
Yeah.
There's too many, so they're going to be bad.
Yeah. This, like, I'm still glad Change My Mind is still a
There's
thing.
only been 2 good memes this year. Was Change My Mind and the Mine song from the Snapchat meme where it's people put hearts on like stupid things and make the song
all
montage
those
out
are
of it.
good.
But yeah, because the song is good.
Yeah.
But people brought that song out of last year and brought it into now, and it's a
Yeah,
good song.
I like all those Snapchat filter memes.
because it's wholesome. It's good. It's funny.
Well, it's also it's
The funniest one, they use it on like their laptop camera
Mm-hmm.
for the FBI. I'm like, that's kind of funny.
That's good. Yeah.
Only 2 good memes. All the rest of them are fucking terrible.
The Patrick one, the new Patrick one.
There's a new one. What is it this time?
The one where he looks really creepy looking down. And
That's
usually-
no, that's too late. SpongeBob memes are like
No, I know. That's
they
what
don't
I'm saying.
count.
I was saying, I think I saw one that made me laugh, and then after that, I thought, oh, wait a minute, I haven't seen this like specific picture in before. Like
The one
as
that
a
made me
meme.
laugh
That
is the one where
means-
it's them both looking down, and it's like when you and you and your homie are comparing dicks.
Yeah, that
and that
was-
made me laugh because I'm like, that's stupid.
quality.
But SpongeBob is just like meme, just in general. Like it's a It's a staple in the meme diet, like carbohydrates in humans. It's just always going to be there.
I have a racist meme I want to share. It's
Oh, sick.
It's dialogue related. So hold on, give me a moment.
That plays well for audio.
I have to go through. Well, I mean, like it's.
I have to go through all my lynching photos on my phone.
Yeah, pretty much. No, it's good. It's just like a text message thing. Where is it? It's somewhere here. Come on, there you go. So it's a screenshot of a text message. Someone texting their friend Tyrone, and so him saying, "Sup, man? Hey, why only say man? Because I'm uncomfortable using the racial slur. It's all right, bro. I'll give you a pass. All right then, slave. Wait, not that one. There you go." Guys, this is the last episode of the podcast. My name is Lewis.
I'm Andres, and I'm not a racist. 2020. Vote for me.
Oh, same kinda. I don't even think it's worth saying I'm black anymore. It's not even worth it.
Can they hear it?
Hey guys, listen. That was my black hand smacking the mic.
How dare you? How dare you keep perpetuating the stereotype of you hitting microphones?
Is that a stereotype now?
Yeah, remember Jimi Hendrix made it famous. He hit his microphone and he exploded into drug dust. You don't remember that when that happened?
It's like End of Ava. Except
yeah, he slapped it and it just exploded into blood and coke and weed smoke.
Yeah,
because vape smoke wasn't around.
Not
Okay, Lewis, quick. I want to tickle your brain.
Yeah.
Do you think Jimi Hendrix would have vaped? Better question. Would Jim Morrison from The Doors vape?
Oh, for
the
sure.
The answer is yes.
Yeah, for sure.
The answer is yes.
Morrison for sure.
What would his favorite flavor have been?
By the way, The Doors aren't that good. Changed my mind. You agree with me on this, don't
yeah,
you?
I don't like The Doors very much.
Yeah, they're fine. Way better.
They were cool people.
Yeah, I like.
My favorite thing I found out recently over the weekend, you know, like the band thing of like, oh, what up, whatever state we're in, like they do that whole spiel.
Yeah.
And I found out that Jim would used to go like, all right, what up, Philly? This is my favorite city to play in Dallas. Like, like mix them up to fuck with them because of obviously who cares.
Cool. Yeah.
Like that was funny. They were cool people. But I will always stand by that they were famous because he was hot.
Yeah.
And that's where, and he was a decent poet.
No, yeah.
And they had some good songs.
No, The Doors. This isn't us saying The Doors suck or anything.
No, but I'm sick of like them like being on like the same label.
I put The Doors up there with Nirvana as fine.
No, I disagree entirely.
I don't like Nirvana either.
Nirvana's great.
Okay, see, I put both of those bands as just like
listen
fine.
to In Utero, and then I will change your mind.
You know, I don't think I've ever listened to a Nirvana album from beginning to end.
Yeah, because you don't know. Yeah, that's my thing.
I've listened to a lot of Nirvana.
Everyone knows like three
full
songs,
albums.
and that's it.
Yeah.
And the singles are all good songs. They all still work in album.
I now have Spotify Premium, so I'll
that makes you listen to that obscure band Nirvana.
Yeah, you know that indie band Nirvana.
Next, oh man, if you love them, you should listen to this little small band called Pearl Jam.
I'm gonna go
and
see
maybe some Alice in Chains.
I'm gonna go see this local band this year, Metallica. Oh yeah, I don't know if I talked about this. I'm gonna go see Metallica this year in Vegas.
You're gonna drive out to Vegas?
Yeah, Isaiah and I are gonna go. This is our first time in Vegas as 21-year-olds.
I actually might be going to Evo for my 21st.
Oh, nice.
Because Evo, the last day, is on my birthday.
Oh, perfect.
So I might just like go out there by myself and just hang out with fighting game people. I don't know. I've thought about it.
Yeah,
because it's Vegas.
Maybe I can go to and we'll interview people. We'll put it on the podcast.
Everyone's too busy going like, man, I'm so sad I lost. Because that's like final day time.
Got it.
We're just like, where's the big event at? And we're just gonna watch it.
Got it.
I don't know. I've never been to an Evo, and I don't even know if I'm gonna go.
By the way, I can see your silence in the waveform when I said that meme.
Oh, that was on purpose entirely.
No, I know, but it's so perfect. It looks like it's broken. Like it,
oh,
like the mic,
it looks
like the mic cut out, but that was all you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Now I'm gonna go see Metallica this year, and because everyone else is like all these old boys are dying and quitting, and so I need to see Metallica before that happens. By the way,
okay, quick question.
Yeah.
You know, there's always like if you see a popular band, there's always like the songs that they will always play, right?
Oh yeah.
What are their staples? I'm curious. You should know. What do they usually play?
Enter Sandman.
Makes sense.
One.
That one seems weird for a concert setting.
It works really well because
it works, but I mean, like, I'd rather them not play one so you get more songs in. But I can
Yeah, well,
like,
one
what
makes
else?
sense because the spectacle that they do.
Well, yeah, one is like that's the whole thing of it.
It's a visual experience.
Yeah. Okay, now the second question then.
Yeah.
What deep cuts do you want them to actually play that they probably won't?
That they like, I know that they definitely won't. Is Where the Wild Things.
That you want them to play.
That I know that. Well, see, there's some songs that I know that they've never played live, and I know they never will. Like Where the Wild Things Are, they'll never play live.
Is that one? Well, name me some others then that you would want them to play that you know they will never play.
They did Escape when they did their Antarctica show, I believe, which is
that's a weird pick.
Yeah, well, because they never played it before then. This is like a couple years ago.
Have they ever played any of the Lulu stuff live?
No. That'd be dumb.
Well, because the guy's dead, I know, but still.
Well, not even that. It's just like those songs were
They're so
improv.
ashamed of that album.
They're improv songs. Like I've kind of, as I've gotten older and wiser, I'm not saying I like Lulu, but I've started to understand it a little bit more.
You understand why I don't hate it?
You can't judge it as an album. It's like
it's cut down improv sets. That's
all it is. Yeah.
But it's got Lou Reed doing weird shit with Metallica, which should have never happened, but it did.
Yeah.
As a big Lou Reed.
I want to do The Small Hours, which is a cover song for I think the band Holocaust, which is a band that I don't think has an album out. I think that's what I think they only did like live shows.
That's super strange.
Yeah, but they have it on their Garage Days album, which I bought the Garage Days the 598 EP. I found it on vinyl the other day, and so that's on there. So look up The Small Hours Metallica or The Small Hours Holocaust. And it's a great thrash metal song to cover, but they'll never do it live. I know. There's a lot of stuff they want to do live that I know they never will.
Because they have a lot of material. That's why I'm wondering. Like, what are the deep cuts the songs that you love that they've never played live?
To Live Is to Die. To Live Is to Die is my favorite Metallica song of all time.
And they'll never play it live. Have they ever played it live?
They've played the like main melody, the da 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 da.
But then they change it to another song like midway or something.
Yeah, they'll do like that, but they'll never play the full song. This is like 9 minutes of instrumental, and it's just like. Most people don't care.
I'm trying to think of the oldest band that I've seen, like group. I think it probably was. Well, I didn't get to see Bjork, but that made me sad. I didn't get to see her. I saw. What is her name? I'm losing my shit right now.
Let's see, I haven't seen a lot of concerts, so.
Well, because I've been to festivals which have just guaranteed you will see concerts because there are many of them.
I mean, if I count the Linkin Park thing,
that counts.
I saw a lot of people.
Fuck. Oh, the fucking. Why can't I remember it? I feel like a goddamn idiot right now.
It's all right, man. It happens.
No, because I know them and I listen to them a lot and I don't remember their goddamn name.
You know how I forget things?
Yeah, but you forget them in mid-sentence, not when you're thinking about them.
I think when I talk.
Fucking Tribe Called Quest. That's what I did.
Ah, okay, that's cool.
I saw them play their last ever live show on the West Coast.
Oh, that's super rad.
It was super rad, also super sad.
Yeah, no, super.
It's because he died.
Yeah.
And they played like for his like bit of it of like here's a tribute to him. They played like just an acapella version of like his favorite song he ever made, and I was like, this is fucking weird. Because like we had like this whole big concert, and it's like, okay, now let's do like a 3-minute acapella just listening to him.
Yeah.
And then it was like, yeah, it's the last concert in the West. Like I didn't know that was like their last concert here. Instead at the end, I'm like, wait, what? And then they just left. Like, wait, holy shit, really? And they just left. I was like, okay.
I'm gonna see.
Hope I remember this.
I'm going to see Coheed and Cambria and Metallica this year.
But Coheed and Cambria is going to live a little bit longer than Metallica.
They better. Swear to God. It's just the tickets were there, and I was like, I need to see Coheed and Cambria again because I saw them last year at either Good Apollo, but I want to see them just do a normal concert. As much as I love Good Apollo, that's not me like saying, oh, it's Good Apollo.
It's Good Apollo.
Yeah, but
that's how
like,
you sound.
That's just an album. I want to hear them do like their actual set. So I think it's funny to think about people who are just tuning into the podcast for the first time right now, not knowing anything about the podcast.
That's not happening.
Trying to figure out what is this podcast about exactly? Because we haven't talked about one thing.
Lewis, I don't even think you know what this podcast is about, and it's your podcast.
It's 131 episodes in. I haven't figured it out quite yet.
No, we haven't found our thesis statement.
I do. We talk about nerdy things. That's it.
Like Halosexuals.
Yeah. Well, this is an educational podcast. I'm sorry. This is an educational podcast. Yeah. I don't know why the momentum just instantly dropped off real quick.
Because I gave you the conversation, like, you know, I gave you the talking ball like you have in class.
Yeah.
And you just dropped, like, you caught it and you just kind of dropped it on your desk and just look at the teacher.
It's one of those catches that like you're like 99% sure you're gonna catch it, so you catch with all your force, but you somehow miss by like 3 inches.
And it hits you in the forehead.
Yeah, and you're just like,
and you're dazed.
Yeah, just so confused. You're like, I thought I was gonna catch that. That's where I'm at now.
And you cry, and then you have to go to your mom, and it's really embarrassing because you beat yourself.
All right, let's talk about.
That's happened to everybody, right?
Let's start with the Doom thing, because I don't want to talk about. Or no, you said you wanted to ask me something about.
Yeah, I want to ask you because they out of nowhere they patched in motion control for Doom.
Yeah. Okay.
How is it?
All right. So
how does it work? First of all.
Okay. So I guess I'll talk about the Doom update for the Switch in general.
Was there more than just the motion stuff?
Yeah, the main thing was, well, I guess the motion thing was the main thing, but it runs slightly better.
Noticeably better? Or
Digital Foundry did a video on it that I suggest everyone should watch, but the summary of it is it raised the average frame rate by 2 frames, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're running at like 25 frames to 27, that's a big difference.
What is it? Does it lock at a?
It doesn't lock.
I know it doesn't lock, but like, what is the ceiling for the lowest frame rate? Did that go up?
Yeah, the ceiling went up. The ceiling went up pretty much. Like let's say the lowest frame rate was like 20. It's now at like 22.
The low bar on the ceiling raised.
Yeah. Also because it's dynamic resolution, and so it goes all the way down from like 500p up to 720p when you're playing, and so it doesn't go down to 500p anymore. I think it goes up to like 600 or something.
That's a pretty big upgrade.
Yeah, it's one of those upgrades that like most people don't care about, but for it's worth it. Like especially if haven't got Doom on the Switch yet, and you've been thinking like, oh, but it doesn't run well. Like, it's not perfect still,
but it's still getting better over time.
It's getting better, and I can tell that they're still working on it, and they're probably gonna release another patch in 3 months or so and try to make it slightly better too. And if they keep doing this like every 3 months, 1 to 2 frame average up increase, it's gonna get to 30. Like,
I'm curious if they'll do the same thing for Wolfenstein 2, or it'll have some of these better features.
See, that's what I'm hoping. I'm
worked
hoping
on before it comes out.
I have a feeling they're using Doom as their like test.
Oh, for sure, it's the same engine, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that way Doom is an older game. You know, they already made their money off of it.
They've seen where the errors were, because it's the fact always talk about the fact that Doom runs is a miracle in itself.
Totally. And so.
But yeah, the motion control stuff besides the performance.
The motion control thing was like the headline of the,
because it's the big feature.
Yeah. So there's motion control in Doom now, which if you own a Switch or if you've used a Switch and used motion control, just Nintendo products in general that have motion control, it's real good.
Besides the base Wii.
With like first games, but
without the Wii Motion Plus, like
yeah, the motion control in the Switch are really really good. Like play Splatoon 2. Breath of the Wild when you're doing the
I do that. I use gyro for everything.
Yeah, exactly. Gyros on Switch are very, very
gyro
good.
For Breath of the Wild for me is a little bit hit and miss. For Splatoon, I'm way more used to it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because I think it's because when I'm using the bow and arrow in Breath of the Wild, I forget that I'm using gyro. So why is my head in the floor? Oh, right. And then move my controller up.
Got it. Yeah.
So I'm playing Breath of the Wild like laying down or like sitting.
Like all the problems I have with Breath of the Wild gyro isn't the gyro itself; it's implementation in the game. Like the puzzles where you have like the
but everyone agrees those are terrible.
And that has nothing to do with the Switch hardware. I don't think. I think that's more of just
poor design,
bad game design. Yeah. Like it's
a stumble in that giant pool of game.
Yeah,
like it's not a game ruiner.
No, not by any means. No. But in Doom.
So do you aim with the motion controls? Is that how it is? Or
yeah, so it's aiming with motion controls.
With both or just with like one Joy-Con?
It's the right one. I play mostly in handheld mode. And so, take that.
So whatever, it's like in gyro when you're in handheld?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Well, here's the thing. Most of my Switch experience is handheld, so that's how I'm just used to playing video games on it. It's like Breath of the Wild. When I'm using gyro, most of the time I'm in handheld mode. And so for Doom... So one of the biggest problems with Doom on Switch, if you're using just the Joy-Cons, either handheld or with the split Joy-Cons or in the grip or whatever, is the thumbsticks are really short, and so it's hard to. You find yourself strafing more than looking side to side. Looking up and down is fine. I don't really mind that as much. It's strafing. Like if you play Doom on Switch, I have a feeling this is probably a problem with any FPS on the Switch, just because of how small the joysticks are.
Yeah, the base model joysticks are not.
Yeah, and it's hard to get used to it. It's weird at first, but you get used to it pretty easily, and it gets to the point where you don't even think. I don't even think about it. I play multiplayer on Doom on the Switch, and it's fine. Like it feels fine. And I'm sure other people are using Pro controllers, and I'm not doing bad, so it's it works the way it does. And so with the motion controls. It's kind of the opposite problem. Looking side to side is hard, but looking up and down is easy. And so with that mix, I've noticed it's a good mix. Once I'm still not perfect at it because I already beat Doom, and so I haven't played it as much, and I have a million other games on my Switch. But with what I've played and as I'm getting used to it, I'm noticing the way I'm playing now is most controls up and down, strafing side to side, like not even using the right stick at all.
Really?
Just using the right stick to like turn around and stuff, but. It's a weird mix, and it's like your brain is trying to do 3 things at once.
So you're playing it like how Splatoon works.
I guess if that's
Splatoon, you aim up and down
only, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can choose to like I aim up and down with a gyro, and then I move it with my left and right. Well, you can move it like you move the camera with left and, but when I'm shooting, I move the gyro to move it like 360 all the way around in a circle or whatever. But you can just aim it up and down and then move it with the stick. Just move it a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and just keep moving on.
That's kind of
because Splatoon you like mix like different styles for using motion. Which motion in that game is the best way to play it.
So that sounds interesting. Then, so it's almost so
because it's designed around the gyro.
It's designed around the gyro and probably the limitations of the hardware itself of how small those joysticks are.
Yeah, that's why they limit. Like that's why like when you're in the when you're shooting with and you're moving with the gyro, it lowers the sensitivity on your right analog stick by a lot. Cool. So that you don't just flip out and go nuts.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because you can tune it to the sensitivity of the gyro and your sticks.
Doom, you can do that too. It doesn't automatically change like that, but you can choose the sensitivity of the gyro and the sticks like separately. And you can, and what's nice about Doom is you can do Y and X axis separately. For both motion and for the stick.
That's what Splatoon does as well.
Which and so is once nice. You like, if you have Doom on the Switch, or if you're gonna get it and you're gonna try it out and mess with the settings, it might feel weird at first, but I promise.
I'm wondering if I might like Doom better because I'm used to gyro aiming on Splatoon.
You know what? I think if you played Splatoon and like you're used to that, and you know if you're used to the strafing to aim side to side and then motion for up and down, I think you can get into it. But it is hard to. I talked about this before the podcast. Like motion controls for a first person game are very different from motion controls for like a third person game. Just the nature of the way video games work. First person is a different feel, and so I think gyro for first person is probably wouldn't be my first choice. Like if I had the Pro controller, I'd never use the motion controls because why? But since I don't, I use the motion controls. And so, they're good, but I think it's more of a limitation of first person shooters in itself.
And what they can do with like motion.
Yeah, because, there's a lot, especially something like Doom where it's so fast. You have a lot of turning around like 360 really quickly.
It's much more arcadian fast paced.
Yeah. So
not as linear.
Yeah. And so when you're doing those kinds of motion controls, like up and down and strafing side to side, it's really hard to be perfectly accurate.
Yeah, which was already hard enough with the Joy-Con.
Yeah, so
beforehand,
it's good. It
works better than it should. Just like Doom base works better than it
honestly,
should.
my favorite part of the update so far is the icon.
Oh, they changed the icon?
Yeah, they changed the icon to look more like the actual box art, which the box art looks great.
The default box art or the flipped box art where it has the cool art on it?
It's the red. It's like the
one where he's holding the gun and. Yeah, that's the one that on other ones it used to be the alternate.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's the good art.
Yeah, it's the alternate art then. The one that looks like the NES one.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Looks like
Super Nintendo one / the PC
one.
The
SNES one, yeah. The red SNES cartridge is the one that it is. So it looks good.
Experts have described the old Doom art as dope as hell and cool as shit.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they remade it and said, hey, I remember it was on Twitter, it was like, hey, do you guys want this other cover as a flip for the original art? And everyone said yes. So then they did it, and it was great.
Yeah, and so it makes sense because I didn't like the icon on the Switch before. It was like
because it was the
brown and gross. And
it was the Doom one that everyone went, oh no, this is gonna be bad because the art is like boring.
Yeah,
which is in hindsight was like a little dumb to say.
Totally,
but it only confirmed our fears of like they're not showing us a lot of the game. The demo was bad.
Yeah,
they're casualizing it or they're making it to not like what we wanted. But when we saw that poll, I'm like, maybe there's something going on in this game, and then that game was great.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Doom was good.
So I want to ask you about Bayo. Have you been playing any more Bayo?
Yeah, I beat Bayonetta 1.
Are you going to do that game anymore? Or
I instantly went to Bayonetta 2.
Right.
I thought I was just gonna like replay 1 or so I don't you know this, but I don't think I've talked about this very much. Because I have LA Noire on my Switch.
Yeah.
And I like it a lot. But ever since I got Bayonetta, I just haven't played anything
else.
LA
Noire is a decently long game.
Yeah, and
with all the cases that they added for DLC, it's a decently long game.
I kind of regret jumping right into Bayonetta 2, and I should have paused and then played LA Noire some more and then went back.
Yeah.
But I went instantly into Bayo 2, and it feels good.
Can you tell that they're made in different years?
Oh, totally.
There's such a big difference.
There's a big difference. So far, what I've noticed is it is much easier than Bayo 1.
Oh, that's because Bayo 1's ranking system is bullshit.
It's not even.
As a fan of Bayo 1 and 2, Bayo's 1, if you want to get like a good rating, just don't get hit.
Yeah.
That's not
cool. Yeah. The only way to get pure platinum is to not get hit.
Well, it feels like shit. It's like, well, I got hit. Time to start everything over.
Yeah.
Bayo 2 is a little more lenient and not as stupid.
But that's not even what I've noticed. I'm just dying less.
Mm-hmm.
The
game is less cheap.
I'm losing.
Bayo 2 is a lot less cheap than 1.
Yeah. Bayo 2 feels better. Like you can tell they've like polished things. It's just like.
Did you enjoy the first level?
Yeah.
And how stupid it is?
It's Bayonetta.
It's so cool.
Yeah. It's It's fun.
You're fighting on fighter jets through a city.
Yeah,
it's
so
so
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, I just expected to look down and see Sonic just like riding through.
I kind of hope they put it in.
Yeah, I mean the opening of Bayo 1 is the freaking Eggman reference, and you're collecting like rings.
Yeah,
for God's sake.
even before Sonic, it was like, yeah, you're collecting rings.
Yeah,
they're halos.
You're collecting rings.
Did you get in the first game? Did you get any of the costumes, or just move on?
No, I just moved. I didn't get any
Are
costumes.
you gonna save up for the Nintendo ones in the second, or no?
No, so I'm just
Can
gonna
we give you some amiibo so you can just get them? Because they're cool.
Maybe, I don't know. Can you unlock them normally?
You can unlock them with like in-game currency.
Yeah,
you can buy them.
I'll just do that. If you want to bring amiibo, that's fine. I'll do it. But like,
I'm thinking if you just want them, just to remind me.
Yeah. So
added like when you run as if you have like the Metroid one, you just turn into the ball.
Yeah,
which is really cool. Like with your Peach, your Wicked Weave attacks, they're Bowser's Fist, which is really really cool.
That's cool.
Like there's like little fun features with that, and all the rings become coins. It's the costumes, they went more into it than I thought they would.
Yeah.
And like your shoes, if you have the fox one, are the R wings, which are really really cool, and they make the same noises.
That's nice.
The costumes are cool too.
Yeah. So
how far do you get into 2? Just like level 1, and then that's kind of where you stopped.
No, I think I have it open on my Switch. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, I have it open right now. I'm on chapter 4.
So you're a decent way.
Yeah, I'm playing. It's good. Bayonetta's fun. So
okay, now the real question is, do you like her design better than 1 or 2?
Oh, I like it too. I thought at first I liked remember, I played Bayonetta 1 like when it came out. I don't know how, I just did. Yeah. I remember playing that game. And so when I saw the cut hair Bayonetta,
yeah, the pixie hair.
Yeah, I thought I liked the first one more. As I'm playing Bayonetta 2, I actually like the short hair more.
See, the thing is, I like her shorter hair better. I miss her old outfit.
Yeah, I agree.
I want the long flowing outfit with the short hair.
Yeah. Now here's one thing I don't understand. Maybe you can illuminate this on the lore of Bayonetta.
Oh God.
So in Bayonetta 1, it makes sense that her clothes are actually her hair.
The Wicked Weave, yes.
Yes, because her hair flows into her clothes. You can physically see that.
Yeah. And they spent a lot of time animating that.
In Bayonetta 2, though, her hair's short. Her hair does not connect into her clothes, and yet her Wicked Weave's attacks are still her hair, and her clothes are still her hair. So does that mean in Bayonetta 2 it's actually her body hair?
I assume that's the case.
All right, got it. That's canon then. All right.
I don't know if they ever explain it.
Yeah.
But that's what everyone assumed. Everyone was like, okay, sure, and then they moved on.
Yeah, it's like, wait.
Because it's magic hair, so it doesn't matter.
So also, I didn't know this at all, that John in Bayonetta 2 has long hair.
Yeah, people's hair changes in the second game.
Yeah,
it's a very Japanese thing.
I like John's. Yeah. I like John with the long hair.
I like the new look.
Yeah, it's real cool. I'm liking the story more in Bayo 2
because it's a little less nonsensical.
I feel like I care more, and not that I didn't care about Bayonetta 1.
Well, you care about Bayo.
Yeah,
and her sister and all that stuff.
Yeah.
A little more than just you're fighting. Oh yeah, by the way, finale. I'm not gonna talk about it. Wasn't it cool as shit? For the Bayo 1 finale? It
was cool.
It was cool as shit.
Honestly, it was fine. I don't know why. What did you...
Because of the sequence that you see when you beat the game. The little video that plays.
Dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Because at the time, nobody knew that was even there.
Got it.
And it's like really long.
It is very long.
It's 3 minutes long.
Yeah, it's like
video.
4 minutes long.
It's fucking awesome.
Crazy, yeah. No, it's real good. That last boss battle is dumb.
Oh, it's dumb.
Yeah.
Where you're fighting, the final fight is not a great fight.
I actually had to Google it because I thought, like, am I doing something wrong? And they're like, no, it's just bad.
It's just
as soon as he does the black hole thing, just turn into your panther and run.
Yeah. It's just you run a lot.
Yeah.
Which is the problem with Bayo 1's boss, is just you run around a lot.
Another thing that I didn't like about Bayo 1, a problem that had all the time, anytime it was like when you're on a platform and it's like, quick, press B to jump, quick, or else you're gonna die.
Yeah.
You have to face a certain like direction.
It was from that era of like bad quick time events.
Yeah, and so Bayo 2 has way better quick time events, and that's nice.
Well, because they're used for like cutscenes only,
yeah,
or for if you're in the middle of a combo and it involves you doing it, like to get like your combos or whatever to get more damage or what have you.
All in all, Bayo 2 feels better. Bayo 1 I think seems a little bit more charming.
But it is dated. It's an older game, so I can see like what people would. Maybe not even want to touch Bayo 1 when they buy the...
I disagree. I play Bayo 1 first.
I know, I say you should, but I get why people wouldn't want to.
Yeah, no, I totally... I understand.
The difficulty of that game's a lot off-putting.
Yeah. Like we said, play it on easy. Like, dude, I think I got...
Oh, yeah, are you playing Bayo 2 on easy as well? Or just
I'm playing it on normal.
Because you're familiar with the controls, you feel better about it?
Yeah. Sweet. Well, I played Bayo 1 on normal. I didn't play it on easy.
You didn't bring it out easy?
No, I didn't move it down at all.
Cool.
Which, by the way, I think I only have 1 bronze in Bayo 1. The rest are stones.
Yeah.
I did horrible.
Yeah, I think in my first run I got like 2 silvers and a
Yeah,
bunch
I
of
think
like
I got
bronze
like one
and
silver.
stone.
Yeah, they're all stones. I was like, it's funny because you think you're doing well,
And I was like, no,
then
you
at the
didn't.
end,
You
like,
got a
nope, stone.
bronze, idiot. I'm
Like, I died once. Like, not too bad. You get a stone.
I never like. It's like I was in combo the whole time. You got like a bronze.
Yeah.
Eat it. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited to finish this game and then to replay these games because I'm excited to just play these games casually and not like I'm excited to play these games with sound off, just like listening to music.
Also, it's cool because you can
paying
upgrade your weapons and stuff. You're just gonna play around with new movesets every time you play through.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I want these guns. What do these?
I like
do?
the weapon. So far, I like the weapons more in Bayo 2 though.
I like how they feel better for sure.
The freaking the bow and arrow thing.
Yeah,
is kind of OP because I can just sit back and kill bosses without like.
At a certain
trying.
point, like you cannot cheese it with that, but it's stupidly powerful.
Yeah, I think I just got it. I think you get it in chapter 3.
Yeah,
so
like you get it pretty early. It's weird.
Yeah,
it's also even dumber than like the shotguns on your feet in the first game.
Yeah,
it's even dumber than that because they're just so big.
See, I remember it's not as it's still not as dumb as like the ice shoes or whatever.
Oh, I love those.
Roller
Those are ridiculous. Yeah,
those are ridiculous. I just couldn't move. I don't like it messes the way you move around that game.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's a strange set.
So Bayo 1 2. Good. Get everyone. Yeah. If you have a Switch, you owe yourself to get. I need to put together a list because a lot of my friends are getting Switches right now, and they're always asking me like, "Hey, what game should I get?" I need to put a list together of just like 5 of the best games. Like any of these games will be great. Like what would you put on that list for sure? That like other. What would you put on that list that besides like the obvious? But besides like Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild.
Binding of Isaac's port.
Okay.
Which I think I'm gonna buy really soon.
Okay.
Because someone was talking to me about Isaac again. Because I've tried to get into that game multiple times. And I think the Switch version might be the best version for me to just get into it.
Makes sense.
Because that game also would make me want to use it in portable.
Yeah.
Because it's Binding of Isaac.
You don't play portable very often. So.
Well, I have no games that are better in portable.
I see what you mean. Got it.
Because every game that I want to play or am playing, it doesn't improve or it gets worse in portable.
I see what you mean. And you'd rather play like you like for me, I play portable for comfort, not for like quality of like. I know it's harder to play a lot of these games.
For me, it's both because I know where in my home that I want to play it portably that's comfortable.
Got it.
Because I live in a house that's full that has kids in it.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that's not really an option.
So Binding of Isaac for you, I mean Shovel Knight, I'd put on there. If you...
I'm thinking of like games that are like I feel like they are best on the Switch of ports.
Let me pick up my Switch
because there are not a lot of games that's my problem with the Switch. Most of the games that are pretty good on it are games that I probably already played.
See, I don't mind that because
I don't mind that, but it's like I can't think of like a lot of original only Switch games that I recommend to people that aren't obvious.
Oh, I'm not saying only Switch games. I'm just saying games if they have a Switch, what should they get? I'm not saying or like
because at that point you're asking me what games are good.
That's that are on the Switch, like that are worth it on the Switch. Oh. Like if you have a Switch and you say like, let's say someone has a Switch and they're like, all right, I have budget for 5 games. Like I'm getting Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey. I guess 3 games, whatever. 3 games besides Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey. What games should I get?
I like those two too because that's me.
Okay.
But only caveat if you didn't play the first one.
If you didn't?
Yeah. Because you play a lot of the first one and you just got to switch
a lot of the same.
Well, it's more of the same in a good way, but it's also more of the same.
Got it. I'd say Shovel Knight because there's so much content and it's a great game to play and handle.
If you have never played it and you don't have VR, I'd recommend the game Thumper.
Oh yeah,
I love Thumper.
Do you have it on a Switch?
I'm going to buy it for the Switch.
Yeah,
I never finished all of it on another console I have it on.
It's like $5, right? It's like super
no, it's $15.
Oh Jesus! I thought okay, whatever.
Next
time it's on sale, I'll probably get it.
It's a pretty big game for what it is, but it's the most aggressive rhythm game I've ever played. Where it's like visceral industrial violence.
Yeah,
but you're not.
And it's not like
hurting anything explicitly. It's just violent music and violent motion.
Yeah,
and I'd love to play that game in VR.
Imagine like close your eyes and play Doom without playing Doom. Like,
what do you think that looks like if it's like minimalist?
Yeah,
it's kind of the best way to think about
it. If you take out the archetype of Doom.
Think about the Doom soundtrack on the lanes that Guitar Hero has for notes, and then strip it down to like PS1 graphics, but like higher fidelity.
Yeah, that's
like Thumper. Just look video of it is like the kind of only way to like to describe Thumper.
Mm-hmm. It's very interesting.
Even like calling it a rhythm game is like not quite true to what it really is. It's such a interesting little game. That I finally got to like recently.
Here's a game that no one talks about on the Switch, and it's such a shame.
Voez
Did we
just talk about that? Voez is a good game.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a rhythm game.
Resident Evil Revelations 2 is great on Switch. 60 FPS.
It also has that extra bonus games on it.
The what?
There's like bonus 8-bit games on it. The Switch version.
See, I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know if
that is an exclusive Switch feature.
I don't know where that is.
I don't know where they are either, but I know that they're there. And
I know it's there. I think you have to beat the game first. I think to unlock it.
That Every Resident Evil game was like, hey, you unlock the fun stuff and you beat the game once.
That's probably what this
you
one
like
is
fun
too.
costumes and
But
dumb weapons.
RE2 Revelations 2, like
that's a great game.
it's run lock 60 FPS.
Is co-op.
even with split screen.
Yeah.
People forget it has split screen. You can play with single Joy-Cons, which brings it back to the old Resident Evil controls where there's only one analog stick. Like it feels really good. The freaking raid mode is awesome on Resident Evil Revelations 2. It's just fun. It's a fun.
I guess I'd also say just
most
Mario.
of what I do on that game is raid mode. Like
I guess I'd also say Mario Kart. I guess.
Yeah.
Most people did not play that Mario Kart anyways.
Mhm.
So I guess buy it.
Even though I've never touched this game, but I know I'm probably going to recommend it because I have a feeling I'm going to love it. Is once the new Donkey Kong comes out,
Oh yeah.
That's another one.
Tropical Freeze
yeah.
with Funky Kong.
If you haven't played, even if you have played, you probably like it. If you haven't played Rayman Legends,
and is Origins also on there?
It doesn't matter. No, it's not, but it doesn't matter.
I thought both were on there. I was
just Legends, which is fine because Legends at this point has like 50% of the Origins levels.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Yeah,
it's like 300 stages.
Although
insane.
I will say the Switch version is the worst version of that game.
Yeah.
So if you can get it on another console, just do that instead. But if you don't have another console or you just want to get on your Switch, get Rayman Legends because that game is one of the best modern platformers. Like, Shovel Knight. I'm sure people put Tropico Freeze even though I've never played it, but that or whatever the Donkey Kong thing. Sonic Mania I'd put up there, but also Rayman Legends. So there you go. Let's talk about
Knack.
Okay. Let's talk about Final Fantasy and Square Enix in general.
I'm sad every time I think about it.
Yeah. So first I'll talk about Final Fantasy 15 on PC as a PC gamer. Oh man, so you guys heard of Denuvo? If you don't know, Denuvo is supposedly an anti-piracy software.
It used to work.
But about 7,000 years ago, people figured out how to crack it, and every year since, it's being able to get cracked faster and faster.
Did Fallout 4 have Denuvo?
I don't think it did.
I feel like that was.
It did get cracked, but it didn't have Denuvo.
That's why, 'cause I'm thinking like, was Fallout 4 like the game that made people go, man, Denuvo's like.
No, I think it was.
What game was it? Was it an Ass Creed game?
It was an Ass Creed game. I think it was Ass Creed
Origins
4. It was before Origin. No, I think it was 4.
Really? Okay.
Black Flag. Yeah, Black Flag was the
Syndicate.
Syndicate had it too.
I'm trying to remember because I forget the order of these goddamn Assassin's Creed games because the titles.
So Black Flag, and it was Black Flag, Syndicate, and then Unity, which no one played. Wasn't there one after that too? I don't know.
Unity's the newest one.
No, Origin's the newest one.
Wait, really? Oh right, it is. God, these fucking subtitle names.
I know it's dumb.
Ah.
Anyways, so Denuvo's anti-piracy software that makes you have to play online. Either they fixed it now. It used to be you have to be online all the time.
That's why everyone hated it because it was anti-consumer.
Yeah. Now it's more of like when you play the game, every once in a while you have to log in online, like every month or so.
But Steam would make you do that anyways, so it doesn't
exactly.
really do anything.
Yes. So,
Denuvo at this point is like bad for no one except for the people who are still paying to put it on their games.
Yeah, it's so
you're paying for like McAfee basically on
Final
your game.
Fantasy. Yeah, exactly. Final Fantasy 15. The demo just got released on Switch on PC, and that game won't come out on Switch.
No way in hell.
If it does, I'll eat
my Switch. There's no fucking way. That game is too big now, and there's no fucking way. Maybe on the Switch like upgraded version, maybe on the version Switch.
Well, Nintendo already said that they're not planning.
Not this year, but I mean like if it ever gets one, maybe.
Yeah.
But on this version of the Switch that exists as of this time of speaking, no fucking way.
Okay, we heard it here first.
It'll run like 15 FPS, like with like shitty like
Andres
bad
will
graphics.
eat his Switch if
live
15 live on the audio only podcast.
Yeah, live on Justin TV.
Because I refuse to put video on this podcast. So because it would be bad. We're not even looking at each other, so it's not even like.
I don't even know what Lewis looks like.
Andres has like a giant screen in front of him, and he can't see anything outside. Like I lock him in a closet pretty much, and I'm staring at my monitor. Like we're not looking at each other at all.
We might as well be for help.
We might as well be in different houses.
We would be if recording from.
We would be if internet wasn't good.
Shit.
Yeah, and you had good.
I have decent internet now.
I'm saying like mic and
I have like a headset from like 2008 or whatever.
I guess I could just like let you borrow one of my mics, but
anyway, it's too much hassle. Fuck it.
Anyways, Denuvo sucks, and so Final Fantasy 15, the demo just came out, and because the internet's a thing, Denuvo's cracked. Game's not even out yet, and Denuvo's cracked on freaking Final Fantasy 15.
But it's a full game.
The full game is cracked.
How dumb are they?
So dumb. So which means I'm only bringing this up just to, I don't know, if in case of any developers listening, stop. Just stop. No one cares. Like, look.
Find something else.
People are going to figure out how to crack your games. If they want to, you look at the internet right now. Just like stand up, look around. People are only paying for things because they like who's making them. They don't buy things because of the product anymore. That's
look at PewDiePie's bad video games.
Yeah, if
have his name on them.
If what was that? What was my point? Yeah, people buy like the person, not the product anymore. It's like if they want the product, they'll find a way to get it because it's really easy to get products on the internet now. This is another example. Denuvo just got cracked before the game's even out. Stop with this like stupid anti-piracy stuff. Like they'll pirate it if they want to. They'll buy it if they want to, and it probably won't hurt your sales that much. It'll actually, like a perfect example of this. A company that does it right is CD Projekt Red. They do it right. They're just like, yeah, people pirate our games.
That's mainly because that's how they got started.
Mainly that's how they got started, but that's...
I didn't know that's the fact. That's how they started. They were like a pirating team that translate games into European languages. Well, that's how they got started. That's why they're the Projekt Red, and that's why they're called Projekt Red, not like a quote-unquote real studio name.
Yeah, well, I'm bringing this up just because it's a developer mindset that makes me trust the developers. It's like, yeah, we make a good product, and we trust that people aren't going to be shitty.
Well, that's also a new thing, and you're also talking about a Japanese company who has for years not put things on PC because of things like this.
Yeah.
Well, for all kinds of other reasons that are not just this, but like they've been fighting putting things on PC for a long time.
The point I'm trying to make is if you're making a game that is good, and Final Fantasy 15, I've heard good things. People say it's good. People say it's not. It's the 15 Final, like there's so many Final Fantasy games out there. Like
there actually isn't. That's the problem. There isn't a lot of Final Fantasy games. That's the real problem.
I know what you mean.
And that's what I want to talk about with 15.
All right.
This game coming out on PC, the version that they're going to come out with, is not the full game.
It's not the like updated console version.
Oh no, it is. Not the full game.
What do you mean?
This game still isn't done.
Oh,
they are making more DLC into 2019.
Okay, I see what you mean.
This game is not done.
Got it.
Still.
That doesn't make me upset. Although it is $60, so kinda.
That's what I don't understand what they're doing with this game.
So someone's coming from like someone who plays Call of Duty. I mean, I haven't bought Call of Duty in a while, but like
this is not the same as a shooter.
Well, it's not because the idea of like paying $60 and then waiting for DLC to finish the game is a concept that I'm very familiar with and I'm okay with at this point.
That's different than
but
this.
It is different from this.
No, DLC for Call of Duty is just we're giving you more shit to do in this thing that's already finished.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. It's
in 15,
different.
they're like adding in features that are missing for no reason.
Yeah.
They're patching the story to not be bad. Still, by the way, the DLCs are putting in are to make the story not terrible.
This game came out like relatively early last year, right?
Late holiday 2016.
Oh, that's even worse. All right.
Like they patched in the ability to let you drive the car not on the roads.
Oh, really? That was
like shit like that wasn't in the base game.
Oh, that's weird.
Like some of these features, arguably for sure, you didn't pay for them. Like they've been there for free. But like how is someone meant to like feel on this game if you played it at launch versus now?
Yeah,
it's a different game and still not done. I can't even play it because I don't know what I've been because there are things that they put in the game that get taken out later.
Oh, weird.
There was a festival that was like a event thing that isn't available anymore. It's just gone.
Huh.
That was like a full sequence of things that you could do with Noctis. And it's just gone now. And we're stuck with this game for a while.
Yeah, 2019.
Until they like... and the worst part about it is they announced like the next Final Fantasy game that they've been looking Breath of the Wild a lot.
So just more of the same.
More open worlds, more action.
More open worlds probably from a dev that doesn't understand.
And like I don't like from what I played a lot of 15, but I just couldn't finish it because I was like, I'll wait until the game they're done fiddling with it and just what do they want to make this game actually?
Got it.
Like what was their real vision that they're going to turn this game into? And it's not even close to happening still.
Dang.
And that worries me for the next game because are they going to pull this shit again with 16 or whatever they're going to call it?
Yeah, 15 too.
And also, it reasures me. Oh, don't even joke. Don't even.
I know. Because every Final Fantasy fan
no, because I lived through 13, that nonsense of like 13 games. And I was like, fuck me.
Yeah.
Because what I've wanted from Final Fantasy, I think it's
just more 10, right?
No, I think I have to just give up.
Fair.
Like what I thought we were going to get back to, I think I have to stop.
Like what do you want in a Final Fantasy game?
I wanted a grandiose story with somewhat turn-based combat, and when I play the game, it's done.
So Final Fantasy
It's its own story. It's cut down.
So FF7.
Pretty much everything like 9 and backwards, I guess.
Yeah, that's more fair.
But
10.
I like 10. The story is kind of
10
bad
one
in
is
some
fun.
parts.
10-1 is fun.
But
10-2 is not.
10-2 does not deserve to exist.
Yeah, 10-2
Fuck
is
that
not.
game.
10-1 is fun.
I have not.
10-1 is fun only because it's bad, but it's one of those types
Well, the
of
gameplay
bad.
is great, and I love I love the circuit system, and the party members are fun.
It plays fun. I'm saying like that game itself.
I like
is
hearing
fun to
Bender in a Jamaican accent be racist towards people in that game.
Yeah,
which
it's
is kind
fun
of
to laugh at how ridiculous that
there
story
are neat
is.
things in that story. It's not a great story, but there's neat things in it. The world's cool.
All right, so
11 is an MMO. 12, I never gave another shot, but I might 'cause it's remastered.
Yeah.
13,
no.
13, no.
Yeah.
14 is an MMO, which I've heard is great, which I'd love to play, but
everyone
I'm not
on Elo
playing.
Talk still plays FF14.
And 15 isn't done.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? And then the new Dissidia game is shit.
I don't even know what that is.
It's their fighting games. They're
Okay.
1v1. They turned a one like okay. The new Dissidia game. They used to be like 1v1 Final Fantasy. They were like Smash, but for Final Fantasy characters.
Oh, cool.
Whereas like 1v1 Arena,
Got it.
and it was cool as hell. And then they released it in America, and it's 3-on-3, and it's fucking shit.
Oh, this doesn't work.
The gameplay is worse. You have to like grind CPU battles to get currency to buy the cutscenes for the main story. It's like, what the fuck is this game? It's so like
What's happening to Square Enix?
well, like that's the thing because they make cool things like cool things happen. Like they funded I Am Setsuna,
Yeah.
which for all intents and purposes is Chrono Trigger 2. Well, a game like that. And then fucking speaking of Square Enix on PC,
Their PC ports are good.
no, they're not.
Well,
Holy shit, they're not. No, they are not. They're all bad.
They're not all bad.
Yes.
Are they?
Almost all of them are dog shit because of the ports of the mobile versions.
Ah.
The only one that was like not bad was the FF7 one because that's because fans fixed it. Because
Got it.
you know what it was? They put the wrong MIDI in for the music.
That's funny.
How do they fuck up that bad? And then the fans fixed it.
I thought the newer Final Fantasy games were better on PC. Like, were good on PC.
They're sure they run better. I mean, like there are other ports of Square shit that
Like
they
the older stuff. Like
they're
the good
all
games.
Terrible.
All the good games are bad on PC.
Yeah,
Got
because
it.
of the
Okay.
bad versions
I see
that
what
are
you
made
mean.
badder.
All right.
Because the story that happened last week, which was out, it was like, hey guys, special surprise, Chrono Trigger is out on PC on Steam, and it didn't fucking work.
Ugh.
It's bugged, and it's like how do you fuck up? Okay, Chrono Trigger is a fantastic game, one of my favorite games of all time. Came out in the 90s. Before this had two versions. One on DS, which is all intents and purposes is like the definitive version because it has an extra dungeon, more endings. Great game. Mobile version, it exists because Square puts everything they have on mobile because money, because Japan.
Yeah.
Mobile market, fuck it, whatever. They used the mobile version, which had the extra stuff from the DS version,
But
moved it over to PC, and it's fucked up like all of the times they do this. And they said, hey guys, we know it's bugged. We'll fix it.
And they never did.
No, because that's recent. It's still bugged.
Oh, okay.
And they're charging $15 for it.
That sucks.
They fucked up free money. Like how I would have bought it. I
Yeah.
was going to buy it because fuck it, whatever. I can have the DS version on my PC, but it just not through an emulator or through my DS that I own. Awesome. I'll pay money for this. I love that game to death. I'll play the game another time. Why not? It doesn't even fucking work.
Is Square
do you
Enix
fuck
like a
this up?
different team now?
What do you mean? No, it's a big giant ass company like Sega.
Got it.
They have
I'm
lots of
saying
teams.
like the people that are working on
And remember, also Square Enix owns other companies.
True.
Like they own the guys who make Deus Ex.
Yeah.
Or they also own the guys who make Tomb Raider. They own those companies who make those. They
Yeah.
just own,
Which are good games.
and luckily the Hitman guys get out of their contract, which is awesome. They can do their own shit now
Yay.
because they were locked into Square Enix bullshit.
I never played a single Hitman game, but
Newest
everyone
one's
said,
pretty great.
yeah, everyone says they're great. I mean, everyone says like most
Blood
games.
Money was the best one. Hitman Go is surprisingly good as a mobile game.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
that because it was like the Laura Croft Go.
Oh,
Tomb Raider-
oh, yeah,
they're
yeah,
like fun-
okay.
It's like that. They're fun puzzle games. There's actually a lot of work in them.
The Tomb Raider games are also really good. I mean, they're fine.
They're good for what they are.
They're
Tomb
good
Raider's-
for people who don't have Uncharted or don't have PlayStations to play Uncharted.
even though they're also on PlayStations.
I'm
weird.
But that's how I would describe like
They're
Tomb
not
Raider.
bad games, not at all.
No,
And they're different enough from those Tomb Raider games. Well, for one, they have more puzzles.
And
The second one at least has more
also,
puzzles.
the first one, I like the story of the world. It's really it was really fun to.
Are you hyped for that movie that they're making?
Oh.
Which is retelling the first game.
Is it really? I didn't even
From what
know
I've seen
that.
in the trailers, it's just retelling the first Tomb
All
Raider
right,
game.
cool.
Not the PS1 one. I mean the
No, the new.
with Lara Croft, not Laura Croft.
Yeah. I'm down. I like the story for the first one. It's like I said, it was my favorite. Like
cool
how I like
for what
the
it was.
stories in games is to find the story yourself. And for Tomb Raider is
That means you should play Dark Souls.
Yeah, I know. Well, sometimes that can be really. I'll get it when it comes on the Switch. I know that like sometimes that can be boring, like finding notes and reading them. Like I didn't do it for Bayo 1 at all. I should. I will. I have them.
You can. I don't think
now.
you have to, but
Yeah.
you can.
Right? It's one of those games where it's like I don't need to.
Well, it's a game that doesn't have like the best story in the world.
Exactly.
Because Platinum games don't have the best stories in the world. That's not what they're
not the point.
about. They're about the spectacle.
Yeah. I saw a picture of what's his name? What's the Platinum Games boy?
Oh, not Swery.
The director.
I think Kamiya.
Yeah. I saw a
Kamiya.
picture of Kamiya when he was younger in like a leather jacket. He looks like
the leather jacket with a fucking pose?
Yeah.
Because he knows.
Yeah. It was like this is before he did like anything. It was just like
him
this
and
is
his mom. It's so funny.
yeah, it was just how he was.
And his fucking cool dog.
Yeah.
I love Kamiya. He loves blocking people on Twitter, but I love that man.
Yeah, I like finding the story, and with Tomb Raider is really good. Anyway,
You like lore.
I like lore.
That's
and,
what you're not saying you like story. You like lore. 'Cause
Well,
lore and story are different.
well, I like
Lore
finding
is the history of the.
I like understanding the story through lore, if that makes sense.
You like it being. You like expanded lore.
Yeah.
Well, lore expanding the story.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
There you
different.
go.
That's different.
So
than
like
just
with
finding the
with
story.
Game of Thrones, a perfect example of this is the history and lore videos that they do. It's called lore. Never mind. Well, there you go.
That's what I mean. Like that's what it is.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Fucking BioShock 1 is a mix of both. Well,
yes.
You can find a lot of this.
BioShock's
a lot of the
another
story
great
is given to
example.
you like without finding the tapes, but you get it expanded upon, plus more that is not related to your story in those tapes.
Yeah, BioShock 1's a perfect. Yeah, I'll say a perfect example of that.
It's one of the few games that I think has like a good use of those tapes.
Yeah, we're actually finding those is worth it.
Because some of them are like, hey, you got to find the story of this one person in this room and why it's like this, and that's it. And it expands the world of it more.
Mm-hmm.
Why like. What was the grotto? I mean, who's the crazy artist in BioShock 1? I forgot his name. It's like the best moment. Not Minerva's Den. That's the DLC.
Yeah, I know where. I know this exact. I don't know the name.
It's the best area in the game.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's so memorable because it's so out there.
Yeah.
And the guy, like stuff like that. You get a lot more out of it when you find the tapes.
Yes.
It's like, why is he like this? Why does he do these things? What happened? That stuff is cool.
Anyways, Square Enix,
Please.
you're messing up.
Please.
Who knows?
At least they're making that Switch game where they're publishing it.
Which game?
The JRPG that they're making, where it's like
yeah, the Octopath Traveler, which I think the name's gonna change.
Change
right?
the name, please.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
I think that's just they said they're changing that name.
Because that game is. I played the demo. It's out for everybody still.
I still haven't played that demo.
It's good. It's what I want.
Cool.
And the story's mature because one of the characters is a whore.
Oh, interesting.
And it's about that, and it's interesting. There's like
whores.
actual writing and thought put into this game.
Anytime I see a gimmick, like a graphic gimmick, I always like instantly get turned off.
Like Fez.
Huh?
Like Fez.
Shut up.
Like Shovel Knight.
Shut up.
They're gimmicks, but they're good gimmicks.
Well, it's different.
Gimmick does not mean bad.
Shovel Knight. No, I didn't say that. Shovel Knight, I don't think counts because there's so many like 8-bit style games.
Not when it came out. On that level, not when that game came out. No way.
I guess not to that level because Shovel Knight emulated an NES, and so
yeah, which was and as accurate as
hard.
they could, which is different because no one did accuracy as close as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
They did that first, and no one really does that now. Like they cheat a little bit because they have to. I guess when I first heard about Fez, I didn't think I was going to be interesting because I thought that gameplay thing was weird, or like the gameplay is weird,
or the look of it was like not going to be for me.
Yeah, that's Fez, the one that really kicked off this whole retro shit.
Yeah, which I like. I love Fez.
I like
Fez. Another example of
I love the pixel graphics in Papers, Please.
Fez is another thing that like one of those games that I wish I could play. I wish I could delete the memories of and play it again because I know I can't play Fez again ever.
I wish I felt that way about like The Witness.
I never played
because I don't like The Witness. And I was like, fuck it, just tell me what the game is.
I guess we'll end on.
I was like, damn.
I guess we'll end on more YouTube bullshit because obviously, and this time it's affecting our favorite political commentator in the entire world.
I disagree entirely. That is not where I stand,
Mr. Alex Jones. Everyone on this podcast endorses everything he says, including Andres. He loves it.
Not me. That is not confirmed.
Not canon.
Not canon.
Not in game.
Learn the lore.
It's not in game.
Read the item description, dickhead. It says clearly right there.
Go to the wiki. It's really easy.
It's my favorite politician is clearly the eagle, the Sam the Eagle from the Muppets.
Oh, you know, I'm sorry.
His name is Sam the Eagle.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
He's blue and he has a giant forehead.
When you said that my favorite political figure is the eagle, my brain instantly went to, and I'm sorry, but it went to the eagle from Epic Rap Battles of History that takes freaking Abraham Lincoln out.
What the fuck?
I know.
What the fuck are you talking? What's wrong with your brain head?
One person knows what I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about, and I'm upset at you. Because why that?
I don't know. I heard
when you said concrete, I thought about the carbohydrate that Darth Vader was in the Epic Rap Battles History Season 3 opening.
Oh, I'm listening to
Carbonite, whatever.
So real quick, I'm on the 3rd Game of Thrones book, Storm of Swords, and
is there an epic rap battle about it?
Yes, no. There's
Epic Rap Battles History.
A fun dig at Lord of the Rings, which I didn't know was a thing because I didn't hear that. I didn't see that this was a thing, even though this book is really old. But I just didn't know this was a thing. They say
fuck
because yes.
Do they actually in the book?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very mature. It's more mature than the show. It's stiff. So watching something graphic or sexual or something is way less creepy and weird than reading it.
Oh, really? I'm the opposite.
Oh, no.
That's why I like fucked up movies, because it's the opposite for me.
It's really weird.
Because it's more like,
it's really weird.
Somebody made this with their hands. Awesome. This is fucked up.
I think it's really weird. I don't even want to, because this is a family-friendly podcast, obviously. But like just describing things.
Like they put the violence in more detail.
It's not even it's more of the sexual stuff that's way more weird.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's real weird.
That's actually the part that made me not want to get into Game of Thrones, and still kind of is bothering me, because I don't give a shit about how much they... Like, I get it. The people had sex. We move on, please?
Yeah. Sometimes it's funny.
It can be funny. Like, the first time it happens in the show is hilarious because a kid almost dies.
Play with your ass.
I was like, hell yeah.
So the Lord of the Rings thing was the eagle thing. So Bran...
Okay, does this involve sex with an eagle? What is happening? You lost me. What does that have to do with the sex in the book?
So Bran is... Nothing with sex.
Damn it. Now I'm in. Now I gotta put my chub away.
I can't do. I want to like.
You can't check either.
I want to do a sound of me hitting like flopping my hand on the table and then reverse that.
Like a suction noise.
Yeah.
Your skin leaving the wood. That's really sexual. Is that in the Game of Thrones books? That's how they describe it.
No. So Bran has a dream.
So no men dock in the book.
Bran has a dream about wanting to be an eagle, and he thinking it's like, man, if I was an eagle, I could just fly away.
And fuck.
Yeah, that was it.
It was implied, right? In the subtext?
Yeah, sure. Bran's like 8.
You read the book, you can tell me if that's true or not.
Yes. Sure.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Like Zeus.
Again, Bran's like 8.
You know about that, right?
What?
About Zeus?
What?
Turn into a goose and had sex with a lady?
So Alex Jones
had sex with a goose. And is now banned from YouTube for YouTube crimes.
I don't even wanna, but I'm gonna.
Because the real story's not as funny as that.
No, it's not. So Alex Jones, we talk about all the time. He's funny. He has a good voice.
He's funny in the most like accident way.
Totally.
It's just a fire that you're watching burn.
Yeah,
you're seeing where it's gonna spread next.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt anyone really.
It hurts people emotionally, which is sometimes fucked up.
Honestly, the only thing.
No, fuck that. Moving on. What the fuck did he do?
All right,
explain why this YouTube, meme man is in the news.
So we know that YouTube is bad
on fire at all times, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah, and so if you don't know, Google recently hired 10,000 employees,
which I did not know about until various things. I was like, okay,
to help with the YouTube censoring thing. Yeah, and so because here's what happened. Users kept saying, "Hey, let's stop with these algorithms. They're not working. Let's get real humans to do this.
To at least look at them."
All right. So Google's like, "Fine, we'll get 10,000 real humans to do this." But the problem is they hired them all, and they're all freely censoring people, and they're just
because the YouTube system is like so. There is like the guidelines there are specific, but they take time to learn. Even if you're just a user, like a casual user, like you don't understand them.
Yeah, and so
they're not like simple guidelines. They're like they're situational ones. Like there's plenty of room for human error.
Exactly. And so what happened was with these 10,000 people, they're deleting channels left and right. Like Sargon of Akkad, who, again, the channel... Look, you say what you want about him as a person. He had 0 strikes in his channel, and they just deleted it without warning.
Which is against their own site's policy.
It's against their own... Like, they said that they won't do that, and they did it anyways.
Which makes sense that it's all these new... more than likely that it's these new people because...
Yes, and they said that these are accidents. A lot of channels they're bringing back up. Some of them are going back down. One of the ones is Alex Jones is because... And
InfoWars, which is the name of the channel.
In general, but... So, he said that they got 2 strikes quickly within a month or so, which instantly puts your channel into a 2-week like inactive mode where you
Like,
can't upload
you're
for 2
frozen,
weeks.
basically.
Yeah, if you get too many strikes in a short amount of time, that's what happens. You get frozen for 2 weeks. And then out of nowhere, Alex Jones said that he got a email from them saying that we are going to terminate your channel within 24 hours.
Which never happened. And then a week later or something, a little bit later, it was like one of my strikes got taken away.
Yeah, one of the strikes got taken away. They started uploading videos again, and I guess they got another strike, but they kept uploading videos. The channel seemed to be working just fine. Like, 'cause InfoWars uploads, like, I'm not subscribed to InfoWars, surprisingly. But they
upload a lot of videos.
They upload like 5 videos a day or something. Like, they upload a bunch of videos, and they still are uploading videos. And so the question is, was Alex Jones lying?
The answer is probably yes.
Here's what it probably is.
Because my theory is that, someone on YouTube team saw he has 3 strikes on his channel, didn't see that one was removed, just, oh, that's 3, bam, you're gone.
Yeah.
That's what I think really happened. Because it's hard to trust Alex Jones's word.
Here's what
considering he makes his money being conspiracy theorists and over-exaggerating.
See, that's the thing.
Things that happen.
Yes,
that's my problem.
Yeah. See, so I don't think I'd ever call Alex Jones a liar. I think he genuinely believes what he says.
But sure, but I would never call him trustworthy.
No, I think he totally takes what he sees.
He believes what he says, but he does exaggerate to points where they are actual real lies.
Yeah.
That's the problem here.
Yeah, exactly. And so for this thing, I think what happened was, and Filter Franco made a video about this today, which I suggest everyone watching. He can describe this way better than I can. But I think what happened is YouTube's on fire, and too many new people are censoring conservatives. Which look,
dude, that's not what's happening.
No.
Relax. That's not what it is.
No. I'm not saying
it's because conservative channels get attacked by trolls. They just want to let them not talk.
No, let me talk.
It's not what's happening.
It's not the only thing that's happened, but I'm saying this is a thing that's happening.
No, dude, it's not that.
Oh my god. Look, I'm not saying they're like just all conservatives.
No,
or
it's not because they're conservative. It's because Lewis, you know this. Conservative channels on YouTube get attacked by people because they just want them to not talk anymore.
Yeah.
Those false flags all the time, right? Mm-hmm. But because they're new people, there's no false flags. It's just, oh, they're a flag and they're gone. That's what I think is it's not the target on. It's not that.
I see what you mean.
Community people,
I see what you mean.
Sure, but that happens all the time. But before this, they'll just say no and move on. But because there's new people who don't understand how this shit works, or how many false flags happen against these people who are controversial all the time, and the controversial people happen to be conservative on YouTube, they're going to be targeted more just by coincidence.
Got it.
Not by YouTube doesn't like them. Plus, if they try to pull that shit, they can't because they're getting sued right now for like 2 different things on this. There's no way they would do it because they're conservative. That's insanity. That is Alex Jones shit. I cannot believe that. That's not what's happening. Because Ruben, like you talked about, Ruben Report gets his demonetized all the time.
Yeah, all the time, and he's not conservative at all.
Because he's controversial. That's what it is. It's not conservatism. Conservatism can be and usually is for people controversial. Mm-hmm. That's why it leads to that, not because the first step. That's my thing with YouTube.
I don't disagree with what you said, but I still don't disagree with what I said.
You can believe yourself all you want. I think you're living in like a fantasy land.
I somehow believe both of these points at the same time, and I'm not sure how yet.
Sure, maybe like a couple of those 10,000 people don't like conservatives. Whatever, that's not their job.
Well, it's not that. It's just like Google themselves admitted to doing this.
But they can't do that anymore because they're getting sued. That
doesn't matter. They're still doing it. They're not. Okay, so yeah, they're getting sued by. If you guys don't know, Google is currently getting sued by Dennis Prager because Prager's argument is that they're discriminating against certain political views, which is apparently he says illegal. I don't think he's going to win. Not even because Google is big and they'll win just because. I don't think Prager has a actual legal standing here. I think Google is a private company and they can do whatever they want. I don't think my personal opinion, I think they should be a little bit more regulated because they're too big. Just the bigness is bad. Too big is bad, you know? And they had
to make it bigger to fix their big
exactly.
problem.
And all they're doing is making it themselves bigger to fix their big problem.
Leading to this circus again. Of
exactly. And so
no one knows what's going on again.
It's monkey in the Chinese finger trap. Like that's what's happening.
Except the monkey has like his penis.
Except the monkey is on fire.
Yeah, the monkey's on fire and has his wiener in it.
Yeah.
And he's screaming in a dungeon with internet access,
which is also on fire.
Yeah. So and then he's saying, "Oh, I hate conservatives."
Yeah.
That's Google.
Yeah, that's Google.
According to Lewis, that's what he said.
That's totally what I said. Google is just
in private. He signed it to me while we were talking because you guys can't see it. He signed it to me.
Yeah.
I also said something about Arabs again, but I can't talk about that. to get him fired.
I say Muslims specifically. No, I say brown people specifically. There you go. That's better.
There's lots of brown people. My dad's a brown people.
I'm a brown people.
My uncles and aunts are brown peoples.
My
dog's a brown people.
So yeah, I don't. Okay, I'll say this then. All right, I'll try to be as clear as I can here. It seems to me Google has a lot of problems with falsely taking away YouTube channels that don't deserve it, right?
It's
Can you
happened.
agree with that so far?
Yeah, because this happened before even they were bought by Viacom.
Yeah, exactly.
People got false flag in like 2010, all the time.
All the time.
And it used to be easier to false flag too. It was really fucking easy.
Now it's just happening at a faster and more insane scale because people are getting flagged and deleted without warning, and then randomly get back up and then randomly get deleted again.
This always happened though. In this new age of them having more bots and the algorithm getting better.
I agree with you that it's always happened. All that's happening is it's happening more.
Well, it's only because we talked about the 10,000 new people who don't get how this shit
getting
works.
bigger. Yeah, that's
it's going to get fixed, not completely because it's not going to. So Google's never fixed full problems because it's literally impossible. They can't.
Yeah,
it's really like plug
which
up
is
a
why
hole.
I said I think Google has gotten too big, which makes me sad to say because I love Google and I like the Android side of Google. Perfect. There are zero things that
Whoever
zero
those
bad
guys
things
are.
I have. Yeah, whoever they are, I have zero bad things to say about the Android team of Google. Whoever is working on the freaking Google Assistant, you are a genius.
And the Google Drive people.
Google Drive stuff, like just that's insane. But when it comes to Google as a search thing, and then YouTube, more so YouTube, that's what I use more. That they have problems, and I don't know what's going to happen. Probably
we will
more.
whine, we will cry. They'll say we're sorry. They'll fix one thing, and then they'll make a new problem.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. And so I hope Infowars doesn't go away. I hope Alex Jones doesn't go away. Not even because of I won't even look. I'll say this, like, not even just because I think he's entertaining and funny. I think just
free speech
and stuff. You know, Infowars gets as like almost like if you aggregate all the Infowars numbers, they get like as much as like Fox News. Like they're huge. They're huge. And so to just that's a dumb idea to get rid of that. All you're going to do is either on purpose or on accident, all you're going to do is make them if you make things look like a conspiracy to Alex Jones, it's only going to make him crazier.
Yep. And that's not helping the problem that he's created.
Yeah,
already.
if your goal is to get, I'm not saying that
you can't poke the goblin under the bridge.
You can't,
because then he'll come out.
Yeah,
like he did
with his big red neck meat.
Yeah.
All right.
And his red hot blood.
Yep, he is human.
Wonder if his blood, like when he gets a cut, like steam comes out.
Probably.
You want to find out?
Sure.
Where does he record? Can we go hang out with him?
I would love nothing more in this world than to hang out with Alex
I want to
Jones.
see him rip his shirt off live.
Please.
Like he did that one time.
Yeah.
Or open a can of pickles.
Such a good.
This jar of pickles.
Yeah.
Fucking because Killer couldn't open a thing of pickles.
I think I talked about this before, but I recommend. I want to recommend this every single week. Watch the video of Alex Jones describing the Star Wars prequels.
That's so fucking weird.
Because he does a good job and makes those stories interesting.
It's like, man, if you weren't like this, what did he do before this?
He's been doing radio since like the 90s.
So he's like a Howard Stern type, where he went nuts as he got older.
Comparing Alex Jones to anyone.
That's what I mean. But they're both like older and they both changed.
And
they're from the radio age.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah,
and they were both big on the radio age.
Howard Stern's not crazy. He's just boring now.
Yeah, we went a little crazy and then he just got boring. Yeah. He mellowed out.
Yeah, he totally mellowed out.
Alex Jones is like fucking on it every day.
He's not like watch clips of him back from the 90s. Like he's the same.
No, like, but I mean, like, I think he wakes up and he just screams. Like he loves America and he gets up.
Yeah,
and then he takes his fucking witch doctor nonsense supplements that do nothing.
That's it.